Good evening. Some elections shape more than just one nation. They resonate far beyond their borders. They shape the world, influencing international relations, trade agreements, and even the very fabric of societies across the globe. The US presidential election is one of those rare events. It's a pivotal moment that captures the world's attention. Decisions made in Washington, the heart of American power, ripple across continents, creating waves of change that touch every corner of the earth, affecting lives in Paris, impacting economic policies and cultural exchanges, Tokyo, influencing technological advancements and international partnerships, Nairobi, and beyond, shaping development initiatives and diplomatic relations. The US president leads the world's largest economy, setting the tone for global financial markets and trade relationships, and most powerful military, wielding significant influence on international security and defense strategies, influencing global agreements on everything from climate, setting the stage for environmental policies and sustainable development, to trade, shaping international commerce and economic partnerships. This election isn't just about American politics, it's a global referendum on values, priorities, and the future of international cooperation. It's about the direction of our shared world, the path we choose to navigate the complex challenges of the 21st century. The answers to global challenges, climate change, the urgent need for sustainable solutions and environmental stewardship, fair trade, ensuring equitable economic opportunities and ethical business practices, peace, the pursuit of diplomacy, conflict resolution, and global stability, depend heavily on who leads the US, the decisions they make, and the vision they champion. A president can choose partnership, fostering alliances and collaborative efforts to address shared challenges, or isolation, retreating from the world stage and prioritizing national interests above global cooperation, building bridges and working together to find common ground, or confrontation, escalating tensions and pursuing policies that divide rather than unite. That's why, wherever you live, whether in a bustling metropolis or a remote village, the outcome matters. It has the potential to shape your future and the future of generations to come. This isn't about picking sides, it's not about endorsing a particular candidate or ideology, it's about understanding the stakes, recognizing the profound implications of this election for the entire world. In our connected world, a decision made in America can impact, directly or indirectly, your home, affecting property values, access to resources, and the overall quality of life, your job, influencing employment opportunities, trade policies and economic stability, your security, impacting international relations, defense strategies, and the overall safety of your community. The 2025 US election is a global event, a moment that will shape the course of history. Its story is, in many ways, our story too. It's a shared narrative that binds us together as global citizens. Climate change is no longer a distant threat, it's a global emergency unfolding before our eyes. We see its devastating effects in real time, from the melting glaciers that threaten coastal communities, to the increasingly frequent and intense extreme weather events that disrupt lives and economies. The United States, as a global superpower and one of the largest economies in the world, plays a pivotal role in addressing this crisis. Its actions or inactions resonate far beyond its borders. The US has the potential to drive significant progress in combating climate change. This can be achieved by investing heavily in clean and renewable energy sources like solar, wind, and geothermal, fostering innovation in green technology, and creating a sustainable energy infrastructure for the future. Furthermore, the US can lead by setting tough and enforceable pollution rules and regulations for industries, holding them accountable for their environmental impact. The US can also play a crucial role in rallying other nations to act collectively, fostering global cooperation and collaboration on climate solutions. However, the alternative is that it can pull back from its commitments, withdraw from crucial international agreements like the Paris Accord, undermining global efforts to reduce emissions. Or, it can prioritize the extraction and use of fossil fuels, exacerbating the climate crisis and locking in a future of environmental degradation. The world has witnessed both of these contrasting approaches from the US in recent years, highlighting the critical importance of consistent and committed climate leadership. Historically, when America leads on climate action, other nations tend to follow suit, inspired by its example and encouraged by its commitment. Conversely, when the US retreats from its climate commitments, global momentum stalls, and progress is significantly hampered. The upcoming 2025 election, therefore, offers a stark choice for the future of the planet. It's a decision between renewed global climate leadership, working collaboratively with other nations, or a path of renewed isolation, hindering collective action. For vulnerable island nations facing the existential threat of rising sea levels, or for farmers around the world battling increasingly severe and prolonged droughts, this isn't an abstract political debate. It's a matter of survival and the preservation of their way of life. The climate policy decisions made by the next US president will have a profound and lasting impact, shaping the future of the planet for generations to come. The stakes are incredibly high, with immediate and tangible consequences for billions of people across the globe. The world is watching closely, anticipating the choices that will be made and their implications for the future of our shared planet. US trade policy shapes the global economy. Presidents can open markets, lower tariffs and strengthen ties, or raise barriers and spark trade wars. America First policies can disrupt supply chains from Mexico to South Korea, while free trade agreements can boost prosperity worldwide. The 2025 election could mean smoother global commerce or new economic roadblocks. For workers and businesses everywhere, the outcome matters. The world's economic highways depend on America's direction. The choice is felt in every corner of the globe. For decades, US alliances like NATO have helped keep the peace. The president's commitment determines whether allies feel secure or exposed. A leader who values alliances reassures partners and deters threats. One who questions these commitments can shake the foundations of global security. The 2025 election will decide if America remains a reliable ally or turns inward. For countries near conflict zones, this is existential. The world's security architecture hangs in the balance. Allies are watching and so are adversaries. The stakes could not be higher. Recent US elections have had a profound and undeniable impact, redrawing the global map in ways few could have predicted. The outcomes of these elections have not only influenced domestic policy, but have also sent ripples across the international community, affecting trade, security, and diplomatic relations. In 2016, America took a sharp turn when it withdrew from major climate and trade deals, decisions that reverberated around the world. This move signaled a significant departure from established international norms and agreements. This action signaled a shift toward unilateralism, prioritizing national interests above multilateral cooperation. The America First policy became a defining characteristic, reshaping the nation's role on the global stage. Allies scrambled to adapt to this new reality, reassessing their own strategies and partnerships in response to the changing dynamics. The established order was being challenged, and nations had to navigate uncharted waters. Consequently, global cooperation faltered, as trust eroded and collaborative efforts faced new obstacles. International agreements were questioned, and the spirit of unity seemed to wane. However, in 2020, the US course-corrected by rejoining the Paris Agreement, a move that was widely welcomed by the international community. This decision marked a renewed commitment to addressing climate change on a global scale. The US also actively rebuilt strained alliances, seeking to restore trust and strengthen partnerships with key allies around the world. Diplomatic efforts were intensified to mend fences and foster collaboration. Each election brought dramatic change, underscoring the significant influence of American voters on the international landscape. The world watched closely as the US electorate made its choices. This left the world uncertain which America to expect, creating a sense of instability and unpredictability in international relations. Nations grappled with the challenge of anticipating future policy shifts. This unpredictability makes long-term planning difficult for other nations, hindering their ability to formulate coherent strategies and policies. The lack of certainty poses a significant challenge to international cooperation. The lesson is clear. The decisions made within the United States have far-reaching consequences that extend far beyond its borders. Therefore, a single US election can reshape international rules and relationships, altering the course of global affairs in profound ways. The stakes are incredibly high. The world feels every swing in Washington as policies enacted in the US Capitol resonate across continents and impact the lives of people everywhere. The stakes are not just American, they're global, affecting everything from trade agreements to security alliances and environmental regulations. The implications are vast and far-reaching. History proves it, demonstrating time and again how US elections have shaped the world we live in today. The past serves as a reminder of the power and influence wielded by the American electorate. The 2025 election offers two stark visions for America's role. One path: renewed global leadership, strong alliances, and cooperative problem-solving. The other: disruption, retreat from commitments, and a focus on national interest above all. The choice will set the tone for global relations, security, and climate action for years to come. For young people everywhere, the consequences will shape your future. Will the world work together or drift apart? The answer depends on America's choice. The world waits. No nation stands alone in today's world. U.S. elections shape climate policy, trade, and security for billions. The 2025 outcome isn't just about America. It's about the world we all share. Leadership can unite or divide, solve problems, or create new ones. That's why everyone everywhere should pay attention. This isn't about taking sides, it's about understanding our shared future. The world holds its breath because the stakes are real. The next chapter is being written now. Leadership matters, the future is unwritten. We all have a stake in what comes next.